With all the running around and bundles of responsibility on our heads, women's health needs usually tend to take a back seat. But that doesn't make it any less important. Today we caught up with Dr. Charu Sheila Sabne, Senior Consultant Gynecologist at Sahyadri Hospital, Pune, to discuss some women-specific issues and quench our queries on female health. Welcome, Dr. Sabne.
Hello.
In your experience, which are the most common health-related issues that an urban Indian female faces?
Yes. The most common health-related issue which the Indian woman faces, irrespective of the age, is anemia. Majority of the time it is a nutritional anemia, and other health-related issues we can categorize according to the age of the woman. That is, if we consider the woman in adolescent age, the major problem which she faces, they are mainly obesity, then irregular menstrual period and polycystic ovarian disease or PCOD. Then during childbearing age or during reproductive age group, the majority of the problems or health related problems are related with the menstruation of the woman, and these are like heavy menstrual periods or very less or scanty menstrual bleeding, then irregular menstrual bleeding or painful menstruation or painful periods or dysmenorrhea. And other symptoms which are related, they are infertility or inability to conceive and excessive white discharge or leukorrhea. Majority of the health problem related with menopausal women are menopausal symptoms itself, which may include hot flushes, excessive sweating, irritability, depression or mood swings. Then menstrual irregularities like heavy bleeding may be present in these menopausal women, and other related issues, they are mainly various types of cancers like cervical, breast cancer, ovarian cancers. They are common among these women.
Right. As you said, breast and cervical cancers are the commonest ones among these women. So what can they do to prevent or cut the risk of getting it?
Yes. Cervical and breast cancer are two most common cancer in women. There are no specific preventive measures to prevent these cancers, but both of cervical and breast cancer can be detected at very early stage, so 100% cure is possible in both of these cancers. Now we will come to high risk factors which may lead to the cervical cancers. They are mainly early marriage, multiple sexual partners or multiparity, or women who have many children or more than 3 or 4, they are at a higher risk of getting cervical cancer. And as far as breast cancer is concerned, a woman who doesn't have a child or a nulliparous woman or woman who has children at a later age or who have not breastfed their babies, they are at a higher risk of getting this breast cancer. Yes.
So what are the specific diagnostic or screening tests that they can routinely have
for these cancers?
Yeah, to check for them.
Yes. For cervical cancer, generally we do a pap smear test, that is known as PAP test. This is a very simple test which is done in OPD, and we generally advise this pap test to each and every woman who is sexually active. Generally we repeat this test after 3 years of age, but if a woman gives history of cervical cancer to one of their close relatives, then this test can be done more frequently. Recently a vaccine has been added for the prevention of cervical cancer. This is known as cervical cancer vaccine or HPV vaccine. This vaccine is recommended to girls between the age group 10 to 22 or 24 years, that is before they become sexually active. 3 doses of these vaccines are suggested at an interval of 0, 1 and 6 months, and it helps to prevent cervical vaccine to a greater extent.
And for breast cancer?
Yes, for breast cancer we do advise a self breast examination for each and every woman, and this self breast examination can be done immediately after her periods, and in some women we do advise mammography and sonomammography as a early diagnosis for breast cancer. Now today many of these women, they are working women, so they just have to share the responsibilities in a double way, like they have to share this family responsibility and also responsibility in her office or in her workplace. So she has to keep herself healthy and fit to share or shoulder these both kinds of responsibilities. So to be healthy and fit, she can follow some regular diet pattern or health tip that we advise in these kinds of women. They can have a balanced or healthy diet. Then moderate amount of exercise is advised in these women, like 25 to 30 minutes a day in 4 to 5 days in a week is a sufficient exercise. Then rest itself plays a very important role. So adequate rest is very important. If she is having any symptoms, supplementation like supplementation of calcium, vitamins, minerals can be given in some women. Leading a stress-free life itself is very important. So relaxation techniques in the form of yoga and pranayam can be advised in some women. And preventive health checkup plays a very important role in keeping oneself fit and healthy, because preventive health checkup helps in early diagnosis of many of the cancers and also many medical illnesses like diabetes, hypertension or ischemic heart disease, which can be diagnosed at very earlier stage and can be treated. As far as cancer is concerned, they can be treated 100% if they are diagnosed early. So preventive health checkup itself plays a very important role in keeping a woman healthy and fit.
Thanks, Dr. Sabne. It was a pleasure having you around, and thanks for all the valuable inputs that you have shared with us today.
And one more thing I just wanted to share for the last thing, and the last and not the least is keep smiling, be happy and have a positive attitude towards life.
That's such a wonderful send-off message, Dr. Sabne. Thanks a lot.